Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make la jiao you, which translates to chili oil. So this is very easy to make. We just need some spring onions, some ginger, and then pepper. These are the most important ingredients to make this. You can add the Sichuan pepper, but this is optional and you can take it out. But this just gives it more flavor. If you don't have this, it's okay. Also, we are going to be adding some bajiao. This is the star anise, and this is good for getting rid of wrinkles. It gives you a youthful face, and it also adds a lot of flavor to the bajiao you. It's also optional, you can take it out. So let's get going. Here we are just going to add in some oil, and we are going to make it hot. So once our oil gets hot, we add in our Sichuan pepper, and then we also add in the star anise. We are going to gently infuse the oil with these flavors. So here your flame should be low. So now we are going to just prepare our other stuff. So I'm going to cut the white part of the spring onions. We'll be using this for infusion. So I'm just going to add this to the already cooking stuff. The fire should be low. We are not trying to burn it. We are just trying to gently infuse the flavors. So when the spring onions cook for a bit, then you see that it starts getting brown. At this point, you can just turn it off and let it gently infuse into the oil. As the infusion goes on, the fire is off, so we are going to prepare our ginger. You can cut the ginger into small chunks, or you can cut them into large chunks. It all depends on you, but the goal is that we want the ginger to be dry so that it doesn't make our oil go bad. For some people, they will take the ginger out. They will actually infuse the ginger into the oil and take it out, but you don't really have to. And also we are going to be adding some spring onions. This is also optional. This is just to give it more flavor. It's all up to you. So now let's check on our oil. The fire has been off and the infusion is perfect. We've done it for about 10 to 15 minutes, and we are going to get it out, and we have our fresh oil infused, and we're going to bring it to a quick boil and add in our ginger. Now we're going to slowly cook this ginger. You don't want the flame to be so high. It will just burn the ginger really quickly and it's not well infused. So this is a very slow step. You have to make sure that you are not doing this on a very high flame, and just gently you keep checking if the ginger is dry enough. If not, you just keep stirring. This is gently. You should get this done in maybe about 6 to 7 minutes. Your ginger will slowly cook and it will infuse into the oil. At this point, if you want, you can take it out, but we like to chew it. Oria air the pan, so we like it in our hot pepper oil. So at this point, it's good enough. You can see that it is brown and it's dry. Everything seems to be floating and it's good to go. So there are actually two ways to make the la jiao you. So the first way is to here you just add your spring onions, and then we are going to add the hot oil to this, preferably in a glass jar. So this is what I'm just going to do here. We are adding the very hot oil to the pepper in a glass jar. Here you can also add in some salt, and then you have to make sure that you stir this to get the oil, the pepper that has settled at the bottom. Another way is to add in the spring onions, more spring onion at this point, and then when the ginger is well cooked, the ginger and the spring onions are well cooked, at this point you can go ahead and then you add in the pepper, but you have to take note, your fire has to be off at this point. This method is usually better if you are going to keep the oil for a longer period of time. So here the flame is off. I'm adding some salt. Just gently the oil is going to seep in the goodies of the pepper. Actually, it's not a good idea to cover it. So you just stir gently. When you use a ceramic pot for this, the ceramic pot can keep it hot for a long time. So you can see that even though the flame is off, I'm adding in some spring onions. You can still see some cooking going on. So this is then we are done with this recipe. It's very quick and easy to make. So this is the second way. It's either you add in the oil to the glass jar like I showed you, or you can add in the pepper in the pot and stir, but your flame has to be off. If not, the pepper is going to burn and it will taste quite bitter. So this is it. We are going to let this cool down and then we're going to transfer it into a glass jar. At this point, it's okay to cover it because you don't have a lot of paper. So this is our la jiao yo. It's ready. You can, if you have kids, this is perfect because when you cook for kids and they don't eat spicy food, but you want to gently introduce them to spiciness, you can just add a bit of this into the food, just a drop of the oil. It will add some tanginess to it, and for adults it's also perfect. So try this at home and let us know how it goes, how it tastes, and please don't forget to subscribe and share.